to track him, then the person will appear here. So step by step, first of all, I need to go to the contact and display pop-up. So to do these steps, first of all, I would go back to my work, menus design, and first of all, I will be here for my tracker assets, find my phone assets, and I look for snippet code. So I will just copy this codes. So this is for picking time. So make sure I just copy all these lines. And I will go back to my code and I will add this. This I will no longer update it, so I will minimize it. So this one for picking time. So I will see what this thing means. You don't need to understand it, but this method, when you call it, you just create a new intent, this intent, some operation. I will not need this one for now. Let me just remove it. So first of all, I need to format the phone number. So I want to change the format of the phone number because every device has different format, but I need to have a standard for me. So it's better to add this method. We just formatting the phone number to specific format and everyone use it. So just make sure to copy this method and add it in our global class. So add it here. So because I need to format phone number. First phone number I need to format it before I go to here should be global info format phone number. And to be in standard, you have to go back and log in. When someone try to log in, before I save it, I just to format the phone number. So all the phone number now you have to format it because I need to be in a specific standard for phone numbers. So yes, formatted. So going back to our file, now I have phone number formatted. I have here's the phone number and here is the information for phone number. First of all, I need to add this phone number to my class. If you see, I have global class here. I have this one, my tracker list. So I need to add the phone number. When someone add it, I will add it to this track list. So go back here to the my tracker and say, okay, first of all, add it. So I will say dots for my trackers dot I am adding user. So I say put, because I'm putting hash map, I have key and value. So you could use a phone number as a key, and you could use the name as a value. That's good. So now I have a new item, phone number and name. That's great. So now when I have the phone number and value, everything is here. We go. Now after I added to my data and local phone, I need to also tell the Firebase here, this person could track this person. So do you remember when we worked before with global and we did some Firebase information? This one, I will just use same code. I will not do a lot of work. So I just go back. I would just copy this code here. So how I would do now, I would say, hey, the child will be the phone number. Who phone number? I would say this name, C name. The new user could follow this user. For this, not update. This user, it is number, have number of trackers or finders. So inside that user, I will add finders who you could find number of people. So what's the child? I need to add another child for that you could find them. I will say you could find list of the child. The one that you will find it is the or child. The phone number for us, it is for this device. I will say this global dot phone number. Okay. And then set value, I will just change it to the true. There you go. If you see this in too much in 2 lines, so make it 2 lines, be easy. So just say this will be true. So what this thing mean, hey, after you add this one in local phone as a tracker, please update that real phone. So I say if I add Hussein track Muhammad, so I will go to Hussein profile and will say, okay, one of the finder Hussein could find it is Muhammad. So just updating this place. Now after I do this thing, I do it everything, I just refresh. I say refresh. We have refresh method. I think we have refresh method already. We defined it before. It is for refreshing. We will add everything on it. So okay, when we do everything, we update the database. That we go back, we need to do refresh. So what the refresh do for us? The refresh is just doing refreshing for the data from the database. So what the refresh do for us? We said we have list of item in the hash map that we have it. So okay, I will say I have map dot entry this way dot entry. I will name it m I'm looking for the global file dot the list of the item that I have it, my trackers. I just going through all the trackers dot entry set. I say okay dot entry set. Entry set. I'm just getting set of the entries. Then I will update the list of the item I have it here. So what the list I have it here, if you see, I have just list through username and phone number. So yes, here you go. I will do same operation here. I'm just adding the key and value. The key you now get key is should be user phone number. Say get key, and also that one or get key dot to string, and also this one will be get value to string. So is reverse, because this should be first. The second one is the key. The phone number will be the key, and the username will be the value. So just reverse it. So get value. Say get value. Yes. So I'm getting the value, but before I'm adding the value, just make sure you clear the list, clear it from anything. Then by the end, when you load everything, just notify the adapter. Say, hey adapter, I updated the list, please refresh. Like say notify database change, because I'm updating. So whenever anyone added to the list, I will update the list to get the user. So now I no longer need this example, because now I'm loading from the real data that he could add them, so they could track him. So whenever the phone loaded for first time, I just calling this one, because this one may be saved in the database. But before I'm calling the refresh, I could call it because this one is not connected to anyone. Now I want to make sure of something. Now here we define pick method. So pick method should be called when someone click here add, but you cannot call pick directory unless you have access to the contact, because you need a permission to access to the contact. So you have to go here and you have to add a new permission. You say use permission, access contact. That's just one, read contact. I'm reading contact, so just add this permission. You know the remain story for the permissions. When you add a permission, there is a number of steps you have to do it with any permission. First of all, I have everything enlisted in the in our GitHub. So if you go back to our GitHub, look for permission. I think permission should be the last in the end. Permissions. This is the whole story for any permission you will wanted. So just copy and take this part. If I'm not correct, if I'm correct, I will just copy this two part from 43 to the check permission. So going back here, I would say yes before doing contact picker. This one picker, for anyone doing contact picker, I need to check permission. So first of all, when someone click on the add, I check if the permission available or not before I'm doing reading contact. So when I'm doing read contact, first of all, check permission. I will check if the device more than 23. I'm checking for some permission for read contact. Well, the main first permission should be for read contact. So I just say read contact. Read contact. If it's not granted, please pop up a menu and ask him to access to the read contact. So if he agree, that's great. If he already granted, load the or display the picker for me. If he not, wait for something. If he access available, read contact. If not, that's great. Now the idea behind this point, now if someone just make sure from the list,